Today I have this cozy, warm winter look for you. I hope you will enjoy it. So I'm going to start off with a Pore filling primer, and I'm using that just on the T-zone, wherever there is large pores. Next I'm going to use a natural looking foundation all over. I'm just using my hands to blend it in. I'm just going to add concealer in some places, so there can be absolutely no redness, especially around the mouth, because I'm using a dark lip and it's quite reddish in tone. Right, so I'm going to do the lips first before I even set the face or add any other concealing, because if there's a mistake and I want to wipe it away, it's much easier to do it when your foundation is not set with powder. So I'm going to start off with a brown lip liner, and this is quite a dark shade. See, that's what I mean with not setting it with powder, because now I can take my concealing brush and just sweep. It's going to blend that line in and just make it very pretty. Okay, now since I have the lip liner on, I'm going to use my favorite Jeffree Star liquid lip of all time, and I'm going to use just a little bit in the middle, and then take a brush and I'm gonna just blend this out. So now I have it blended in with the liner, so you can still see a little bit of the dark brown outline, but it's all blended into the lipstick. Now I'm just going to take it straight from the bullet and intensify it. So now I have this beautiful dark red lip, and outline is nice and dark brown, so then when it fades, it will fade into that liner and just leave like a berry stain. I'm just going to use under eye concealer, and I think since the lip is so dramatic, we should leave the rest of the makeup quite clean looking. Going to use some powder under the eyes and near the smile lines, in the middle of the forehead as well. I'm using some eye primer, so I'm using a tiny amount on the top of the eye. You should never overdo it with primer, you just end up drying out your eyelid, and it's totally unnecessary. Just a dab of primer is enough. I'm going to use this brown eyeshadow. It's a very dark eyeshadow and it has some red undertones in it, red and gold. So I'm just going to pat that on the eyelid first. So you do want to kind of keep checking as you put it up higher, if you can see the eyeshadow already, because you need to be able to see it when you open your eyes. If your eyes are hooded like mine, it doesn't matter that you put it quite high on the eye. If you open your eye and you can't see that hue here, that means you need a little bit more shadow. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to blend this eyeshadow. And I want it to be quite soft, so I'm going to just keep blending until it's very, very soft. So as you can see, when I take away my brush, when I open my eyes, you can see the eyeshadow already on top. I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that eyeshadow and intensify on the eyelid, because with blending it's only natural that some of the eyeshadow will lose intensity, and I only want it very soft on the top part here, and on the lid it should be quite intense. It's like smoky eyes, right? You want it to fade out into nothing. Now I want to take the same brush that I used for blending and just use a little bit of this eyeshadow. This is like a bone shade, and this is going to help further blend that shadow up. So I'm not taking a big amount, I'm just making sure that I further blend, but I'm not taking that eyeshadow all the way to the eyebrow, that I have a separation between the eyebrow and the actual eyeshadow. I'm going to take a little brush as well and add that bone shade into the inner corner. It's just a little trick, it's almost invisible, but it brightens the eye a lot. I'm just going to take black gel liner and I will add a little bit of this in between the lashes. And make sure you pick a brush that you can blend with also, so I'm going to turn it this way now. I'm just going to go back and forth to blend that liner. And it will kind of disappear into the eyeshadow. Just here on the outer corner, I'm just going to tap with my eyeshadow from before, just to make that the end of the eyeliner disappear. Now I'm not going to add anything to the bottom lash line because I think with dark lips and dark brown eye, if you add something underneath as well, it starts to look very Halloweeny and spooky, especially with browns on the eyes and browns on the lips. So I'm not going to add anything. I'm going to do the eyebrows now. I'm going to brush on some pomade. So I'm just going to brush it through the brow and then take a spoolie and break it up. So I kind of want like a natural brow, but quite a fluffy one for this. And this will give that broken up look, because the bristles of the spoolie grab some of the pomade and they make lines onto your eyebrows as well. They kind of add extra hair where you don't have any. I think, you know, to add a very cozy feeling to this look, there must be some fluffy brows, because otherwise it wouldn't feel very cozy, wintry. Okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes and I will add mascara, just a thin layer. If your lashes are very, very light and you just need that little bit of definition on the bottom, you can do that. You can add some mascara, but if your lashes are a darker color, then I would just leave them as they are. I'm just going to add the falsies now. But if you would like to know how to apply false lashes, I do have a very in-depth video about that, so I will link that for you in the eye so you can go and check it out. So I just need to finish up the face makeup, and I think I would like to keep everything very soft. So I'm going to use Benefit Hoola. I'm going to take it with a big brush and I'm just going to add a very soft color here on the cheek. It's not really bronzing, it's not really contouring. I'm just adding a color there so I don't look dead. So see, from the front, it just adds like a warmth here to the cheek. So that's that. I have a fringe on, so I'm not doing anything on my forehead. I think I need a tiny pop of blush, so I'm going to use this one. And when I mean tiny, it's literally tiny. Almost nothing, but I'm just using it on this little apple part of the cheek. So we'll just add a little tiniest bit of color, but it will add so much warmth to the look. And I'm going to add this highlight here. It's called Ice Cold, so it's good for the winter time. That's how it works, right? I'm not adding anything on the cupid's bow or anything else. I don't want it to be distracting with like a huge glow all over the face. This is not a summer look, this is a winter look. It's supposed to be cozy, but obviously we cannot go without a highlight, so to add a little bit. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. For more makeup tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. I'm just going to add the falsies now, but if you would like to know how to straight away cuter.